Hello everybody, welcome to another video from Currency Collector Searcher. Thanks for joining me. Today we are going to look at the results of what was found by looking through a few of these $100 bank straps of $1 bills. You're not going to believe what was found. I was astonished when I found two things today. And yes, one of them, as you see here, I did find the holy grail of the fancy serial numbers on $1 bills, sort of. I'll explain that in just a moment. But I couldn't believe it. As you can see here, here's part of the note right here, 1776, if that gives you any idea. I want to share something with you that not many people know, okay? The online currency market is on fire right now. If you're not searching for and selling $1 bills or 2s or 5s or 10s online right now for more than face value, you are really missing out. Let me just show you here, okay? Go to eBay. If you don't believe me, go to eBay. This is eBay right here. This is eBay, okay? All you do, type in the search on the top, type in fancy serial number, okay? Check this out. Right now, there is 15,000 results of dollar bills online for sale on eBay. 15,000 of them, okay? And let's take a look and see what was sold in the past 90 days, all right? Check this out. In the past 90 days, over 5,200 of these were sold, and that's about 60 per day. So this is a very liquid and available online marketplace where people are searching these bank straps of $1 bills and selling them online for lots and lots of money. If I go like this and I search by the highest price that it was sold for first, look at that. $3,900, $2,500, $2,200. Look at this one, $1,800 for all 5s. These are out there in circulation, everybody. This bill right here graded a 30. This is probably, I mean, it's folded. It has lines through it. The corners are not sharp, it's not centered. It sold for $1,500. So these are bills like this that very easily could have gone through your hands at any given moment, okay? So I'm gonna show you and educate you a little bit here on what you can find by going through some of these bank straps, all right? So let me go ahead and get right into it. All right, so the first thing that I found, all right, when I went through this bank strap right here, I noticed the first one, I know you can't really see it there, my apologies. The first one was a 2009, okay? And as I went through this, the second one was 2009. The third one was 2009. This whole bank strap of $1 bills is mostly all 2009. Now that's not super old, okay? But somebody was saving these dollar bills, okay? Somebody was 2006, I found a 1963 in here, which I'll show you later. But somebody was saving these bills and they decided to cash them in. The person that was saving them may have passed away. The family just didn't understand what they were for. But the reason why I'm showing this to you is these very easily could have been 1985 web notes that are worth maybe $50 to $100 a piece, okay? So a lot of people, and I'm sharing this with you because most people don't really know, dollar bills can be worth a lot of money, okay? So I wanted to make sure I showed you that. And then this is one that I found as well. This one right here, see that right there? This is the very first year of the greenback. Before this was the silver certificates with a different color seal right there, okay? This is the very first year of the $1 bill as we know it today, 1963, okay? So, these old bills are out there. And this one's not worth a lot of money either, but some of them are, okay? But I'm just trying to give you an example of the type of things you can find out there. Now let's take a look at some that are of value. Now these are found in your tip jar. These can be found if you are working at a restaurant, in your change that you get from the store. You can go to the bank and get some of these bank straps like I did and search through them. So there's many, many ways you can do it. Okay, you can do it for coins as well. There's a lot of treasure to be found out there. Okay, all right. So this one right here, there's a note that's called a binary. Okay, this one right here is almost a binary. A binary is all the same two numbers. So this is all zeros and all ones except for that 9 right there. Okay, a binary, a note like this would probably sell for $50 to $75. Okay, this one here in this condition would probably sell for around $15 to $20. It's pretty crisp, has a few wrinkles in it because it's been around a little bit, but it's nice and crisp. This will be online shortly for someone to add to their collection. Okay. Now here's one here. This note here, this is almost a radar. It has what's called bookends, the 07s and the 70. If you a radar note, it's called a palindrome, reads the same frontwards and backwards. Okay. This one is 0701 and then 0710. So really what it is, it's an alternator because the zeros alternate. Okay. And it's also 3 pair, 4 zeros, pair of 7s and pair of 1s. Okay. So this has some value. This will probably sell for a good $8 or $10 or $12 to somebody. Okay. These are not that easy to find. All right, now the next one here, what these are what are called 5 of a kind. Okay, this one here is 5 of a kind 5s, all right, as well as this one. I think these were almost back to back in the same strap. These are 5 of a kind 5s. Now this one here, if these 8s were leading 8s, like the first 5 numbers or the last 5 numbers, it would sell for more than if they were just in the middle of the serial number. But 8s are the best seller. The best selling number are 8s. And the reason why is because the Chinese and Japanese culture, they love the number 8. It has meaning to them. So not only are people like you and I looking for these, but the Chinese culture really loves their 8s. So they sell for a nice premium over other solid like 3s or 4s or 5s or 6s because there's more of a demand. Okay, so there's 5 8s right there. Here's 5 4s, 4 trailing 4s at the end, and then a 4 right there in the beginning of it. So the ones that have solids are going to sell for more than if they're spread out. Like this one here is more spread out. You got 3 9s over here and 2 9s over there. But 9s are very popular as well. A lot of people like to play liar's poker, and they love to have 9s. 4 5 6 9s. Okay, people will buy these serial numbers online, as I showed you earlier. Okay, now these next few notes here, these are called misaligned notes. They're misaligned. Now, when you look through notes, don't just look at the serial numbers. Okay, make sure you're looking to see what year it is down here. All right, make sure you're looking for web notes. Make sure you're looking for star notes. In place of the A, there'll be a star there. All right. And also make sure you look at the borders. All 4 borders on all 4 sides. As you can see, on the bottom border of this one, it's very, very thin. This is a misaligned, or what some people call a miscut. Okay. And these are worth money. People collect these. And here's another one here. Look at the top of this bill. That top line is almost not even there. And then when you turn over the back, it's not quite as bad, but you see the bottom there is pretty thin compared to the top. So this is these will probably go for $8, $10, $12 for a note like this. And then we have another one here. Look at the top of that. Compared to the bottom, that's a substantial misaligned note right there. And here's another one on the left. That is misaligned. And on the bottom, as compared to the right. See how that misaligned that is? See how wide that is on the right and how narrow it is on the left? A lot of people, I'm going to share something with you that most people don't even realize, is that people buy these. There's a market for these. Here's another one on the top. Look at the difference between the top of the note, the white border, and the bottom. That's fairly substantial. Here's another one, the top versus the bottom. And here's another one. Look at this one. Look at the right-hand side here. Look how thin that is compared to the left. I mean, that's just incredible. So there's definitely a market for these. All right, I've got a couple more here. The top, very, very thin, very narrow, very misaligned as compared to the bottom. Here's another one on the bottom. Very, very, I mean, super thin. Look at that. Almost razor thin. And then again on the top. All right. So these are easy to miss. All right. They're very easy to just look at the serial number, just look at the series, the note, just look at for any ink smears, ink stains, ink splashes, things like that. And I've missed them myself, so it's very easy to do. All right. So let me show you these, and then I'll show you the Holy Grail there. These are 4 of a kind. This is a trailing 5s, 4 of a kind. Remember, 8s and 7s and 1s will sell for more than the 4s, 5s, and 6s. Here's 4 of a kind in the middle. Probably sell for $8 or $10. Here is 4 of a kind at the beginning. That's called leading quads, quad 3s. And here is 4 of a kind zeros. They sell pretty good. There's 3 at the end and 1 over here on the left. And then we have 4 of a kind 8s, 3 to begin with and 1 on the end. All right. And then 4 of a kind 7s there. All right. So a lot of people don't think that 4 of a kind sells, but they do. They really do. All right. Now I'm going to show you something else that most people are not aware of and don't know about. This bill right here, here's the serial number. That is July 9th, 1959. Okay. Let me make that clearer for you there. Now, a lot of people think that a birthday or anniversary note has to be, like 07, 09, 1959. Well, it doesn't have to be that way, okay? And this one here as well, I put this on eBay as May 7th, 1959, all right? Check this out. This one here, the July 9th, it sold just a couple days ago for $15. Somebody bought that for me for $15, okay? This one here, May 7th, 1959, that was the description. May 7th, 1959, birthday anniversary date note, fancy serial number. That sold for $19, okay? So don't let anybody tell you that the date has to be a certain way, okay? So that's $2 sold for $34, 19 and 15. So it's very, very easy to do. All right. So the reason why I bring that up, is because this Holy Grail, oh, and by the way, I have another one right here that I'm going to put online here. This is March 8th, 1959. That's going to be going online very, very shortly as well. But the reason why I bring this up is because this note right here is going to go online July 4th, 1776. Now, it's not 0704 1776, okay? But it is July 4th, 1776, all right? So there's people that collect these out there. Now, whenever in the fancy serial number genre or niche, when somebody talks about fancy serial numbers and what they sell for, the very first example that people give is July 4th of 1776. It's something that any fancy serial number collector will be aware of. Not a specific birthday or anniversary. It's the independence of the United States of America, okay? And this is a Federal Reserve note from the United States of America. It says it on the note, on the very top, okay? So a lot of people look for these, all right? So I have no idea what this is going to sell for because I can't find any that sold. But I'm going to put this online, July 4th, 1776. That's what the description is going to say. I was shocked when I pulled this up and saw 1776 and then saw July 4th. I could not believe it. Very, very happy about that. And not many people know about those either. You may have had 1 or 2 or 3 of them and spent them like another dollar bill. Now these are what are called ladder runs. This is a ladder run of 5. It's very easy to find 3 or 4 numbers in a row, but here we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5 numbers in a row. Okay, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that would probably sell for a few $100s. And if it was in mint condition, like a brand new bill, probably a few hundred, maybe even $1,000 or more. This one here, we have 7, 8, 9, and then it wraps around 09. That's 5 in a row. And then this one here, we have 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So 5 in a row. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Again, highly collectible by people out there. You'll be surprised at the dollar bills and the serial numbers that people will buy out there. It's pretty mind-boggling. Now this one here, this is called a wet ink transfer. You'll see the ink right here, that line right there. That's from the O on the back of the note, that curve right there, okay? And these over here, these are from the E on the back of the note. See the O-N-E, the O and the E. Now the way these are created is when they print these dollar bills on sheets of paper, they stack them one on top of the other. And when the ink is wet, the ink gets transferred from one note to the other. That's why it's called a wet ink transfer. So one like this that's in very, very nice, crispy condition, would probably sell for a good $6 or $8, maybe even $10 to the right person. I've sold them for $10 before, and I've seen them for 10 or 12. So there's a market for those as well. Now this one here, this is called all unique digits because the serial number has nothing that repeats. It's 0123, I'm sorry, 012 45679. Okay, so if it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7, that would be called a complete broken ladder. It's broken because they're not in order. But this is just all unique digits. And these will sell for a good $6, $8, or $10 as well. Okay? So, these are bills that nobody knows about. How many times have you had one like this in your hand and sold it? Or 10 of these, or 20 of these, and spent it? That's just money that you have in your pocket that you don't know you have, that you just spend. So that's why I want to go do these videos with you, and thank you for watching these to help you put money into your pocket. All right, now this one here, this is something that I can almost guarantee you nobody knows about. This one here, this is a repeater 952, okay? Now, what is 952, you ask? A lot of people like to collect the area code of the phone number that they live, all right? So whatever area code that is, I didn't look it up, but whatever area code that is, whatever city that is, that's going to go in the eBay description. And a lot of people look for things like this to buy, to display on their mantle or on their shelf or underneath their glass table top for their area code. So, whatever the area code, there's 2 of them in there. So, these are collectible as well. Zip codes are even collectible. People like to collect their zip code. All right. Now the next thing that I found here, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I found a whole bunch of birthday notes. Just a whole bunch of them right here. I mean, look at them all. I have all these different birthday notes that I found. Okay. I'll just go through a few of them here. All right. This one here would be September 2nd, 1948. This one would be March 5th, 1970. This one would be June 23rd, 1944, that's 0623, or March 6th, 1944. If someone's searching for a loved one or a friend or family member for a birthday or anniversary note like this, if they find something like this one here, October 22nd, 1969, chances are they're going to grab it for $15 or $20, even in this condition. I've seen it happen, and I've done it myself. Okay. This one here, September 6th, 1957. Let me go through a couple more here. This one here is September 8th, 1955. And finally, the last one here, February 16th, 1977. And there's a whole lot more of these here. And what I do is I'll go onto Google and I'll see if there's any particular celebrity birthday or any particular historical event that occurred on that particular day, and I'll put that into the description of the title on eBay when I sell that item. Now here's what I want to show you as well. I have all these different star notes. I mean, just a whole pile of star notes, probably a good 60 to 70 of them here, just in a big old pile, okay? I'm going to list these online as well. Like all the F blocks are going to be like 5 of them together. And these are super, super crispy, very, very crispy. And then I'm going to put the L blocks together for sale. I'll put some D blocks on there for sale. And they'll sell for about $3 or $4 each. And these are just ordinary star notes. A lot of people collect star notes. And not many people realize this. I'm finding that not many people know about that. A regular star note is collectible. Okay, so watch my videos because I'm explaining all this in my videos. All right, if you by subscribing to my video, clicking the all button so you'll be notified of a new video will really help you to learn about what dollar bills to look for, how much they sell for, and how to search for them, how to look for them. Okay. So if you go ahead and give this video a like, I'll really appreciate that. That way this video will reach more people like it reached you today. And stay tuned for more. I usually do about 3 or 4 videos per week. Some of them will cover things that I've sold. Some of them will be the currency search videos like this one. And then I'll also do some short videos showing you some things that are hot in the market right now. And then I also do a video once a week, usually on Saturday or Sunday. It's called the online currency market roundup of some recent sales of notes that are found on eBay over the last week. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we will certainly do another video soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day, everybody.